Well, hello there, my darlings. Happy Friday to all of you, and welcome to a speed build. Welcome to Coastal Cottage. We are building in the world of Brindleton Bay, and this was the first build that I started when I came back from my 2-week hiatus. So I just wanted to build something close to home, something that just felt very comfortable. This was like a comfort build for me while I was going through all of that awfulness that you guys know I was going through. So this is what I've came up with. A little cheeky 2-bedroom cottage in the world, as I said, of Brindleton Bay. It has got a living room, kitchen, shocking for a house. And it has also got 2 bedrooms, and it's got 2 bathrooms as well. It's got a nice little patio area as well, out looking over that beautiful little ocean view out the back there. And yeah, very Cornish coastal inspired this is, as you guys know. I am from Devon and Cornwall. So this is very close to home. You've seen me build time and time again like this, but this is what I decided to do. Quite a short speed build as well today, because this build came together really easily. It really did. And it also, I went very blue on the interior. It's almost like a color challenge on the inside, because I was thinking nautical blue. I know, groundbreaking, guys, groundbreaking. You heard it here first. But I had, as always, I had a lot of fun doing it. Really did. Really had a lot of fun. So I hope you guys will like this. I really do. You'll have to let me know, as always, down below in the comments. I'm going to go through all of the comments this weekend and properly answer back to all of you. I haven't really had time this week, my darlings. Not as what I normally do. So just be on the looks out for that, because I'm going to be replying to some of you. So this is that little decking area out on the back here. I wanted this build to be slightly elevated, so you already saw that I lifted it up on the foundation and played around with the terrain manipulation, and it came together really nice. It did come together really nice. I used quite a bit of the debug objects in this, especially with like the landscaping, as always, and I don't use any custom content today either. So there we go. Definitely want to play around with a little bit more CC, because there's lots of lovely new things I want to play with. Also, Harry's new coastal doors. This would have been perfect, or coastal collection that she's doing. This would have been a perfect build to put it in, but I have no idea when that is going to be released. It needs to be soon. Harry, can you please hurry up? Thank you. So yes, I'm just going around now, playing around with a little bit of the terrain paints. We end up putting a little debug wall down here, and it came together really nice. I had to push it down with the tool mod. You'll see me doing that now. Had to push it down with the tool mod. This stone wall is from Cottage Living, if you were wondering, my darlings. And yeah, really nice. I like how this kind of like envelopes the building without having to do like a full kind of wall around the whole thing. I think it came together really nice. Also, ignore the wallpapers. Well, no, don't ignore the wallpapers on the house, because we do keep that brick down the bottom. But at the top, I went for like a blue shingle vibe instead, and I just prefer the whole look of that when it comes to it. It added something else to this build. I kept looking at it. I was like, well, you look a little, not boring, but you need something else. And it wasn't until I put those shingles on the outside from Cats and Dogs that it kind of like came together really nicely. And yes, as I said, lots of debug hedges and whatnot. Yes, it did. So, if you guys want to come and join me on Monday, I have got a very special stream happening on Monday at 6 o'clock with me and a lot of other amazing UK simmers, where I've been meaning to tell you this for months. I had a big project where I've been working in collaboration with Stella Artois, the beer company. If you know me by now, you know that I do love a beer. And I recreated a world for them in The Sims. It is up on the gallery if you do want to go and download it. You can go and download it. It's a 50 by 50 lot that I put in the world of Tartosa. It's inspired by the village that was in the Stella Artois Unfiltered advert. And I built the whole thing for them and recreated the advert scene by scene in The Sims. It was one of the most challenging things I've ever had to do, but it was one of the most rewarding things as well. There are a chance to win prizes and everything on Monday's stream. So if you do want to come along, then feel free, and you will find more details in that actual stream. I'd be very happy if you guys could come and say hello and hang around for that stream. We're we're going to be doing lots of things. We're going to be furnishing some of the build because the whole build is actually unfurnished. That is up on the gallery. You do need to make sure that you have checked it for custom content as well. I forgot to say that. So on the gallery, make sure that you've checked for custom content and you will see the huge, very beautiful, kind of like Southern France inspired world that I made for them in the world of Tartosa. So come along and join us, darlings. It's going to be a hoot, a holler, an absolute blast. And there are lots of other amazing simmers or UK simmers, including the wonderful Harry herself, who created some custom content for it, along with the wonderful Saurusness, who created some custom content for it too. And it was a hoot and a holler, but my God, it was one of the most stressful things I've ever done. More of that, because I will have a video of the behind the scenes kind of thing coming out soon, where I'll show you how I created the world, and I'll go over everything and what I had to do. It was a lot, but I was very pleased with it at the end. I really was. I'm still terrain painting. Look at me. Look at me. Who do I think I am? Van Gogh. Honestly, I'm going around getting this terrain paint on everything. I just mixed up a little bit the earth, the sand, because it is on that little 20 by 30 lot. I think this might be. I can't remember. I think it's a 20 by 30 lot. Yes, it is. I'm sure it is. Or was it 20 by 20? No idea. It's a very tiny lot. So the tiniest one on the Brindleton Bay beachfront. And I just wanted to blend it in, as always, like I do with a lot of my builds, into the landscape around it. And it did. It really did. And I'm very happy. Very happy. I don't know how many packs I used on this. Again, I don't really check to see how many packs. But, yeah, I had an absolute blast. Absolute blast recreating this. The interior, I do like the interior, but it's just very blue, loves. Very, very blue indeed. See, you guys are going to have a very blue look into the interiors in a sec. But I really wanted to go through and have everything like blue, but I still wanted it to look really nice and not too, as weird as this sounds, not too kind of like matchy in itself. But I think we did it. I think we did it quite nicely. And I think you guys will like it. Well, I hope you will. And even if you don't care. I do. I wanted to put in a little shed out the back as well, so that's what I did. Oh, this is me going and putting those shingles on. Putting the shingles at the top there. Do you see what I mean? It just brings that build a little bit more of a dimension, and I like it. But this little shed at the back here, I ended up putting a little like flower arranging table in there, plus a few little other knickknacks. I just wanted a little like shed. I don't know why. I just wanted a little shed just off of that little entrance down onto the beach. I just thought it pulled that whole build together. That whole build. That whole little, the whole build. I don't know what I'm saying. As always, I am going to be derping out with this voiceover because half the time I have no idea what I'm saying and I just let my mouth run away with me. And you guys should all know that by now because that's just me. But this little decking area here, I love it. I love the fact that it's elevated and you can come and sit in these little patio chairs and whatnot and just look out over the ocean. I still love Brindleton Bay. It's still definitely in my top 5 worlds, I think, in The Sims, without a shadow of a doubt, actually. Not even I think, it definitely is. I wouldn't know where to place them. Maybe I should do a video of that one day, like my favourite worlds. Because, yeah, I don't know, you all know what will be my least favourite, but I might do that. Might do a video like that one day. Anyway, there's me putting the flower arranging table in. Oh, and a little telescope as well. A little telescope out on the front deck. I thought that was a lovely touch, that. I just thought it worked really nicely. Don't know what I'm searching for here. I'm searching for the light bulb for inside the shed, and I size it down. There we go. Beautiful. Now, moving in to the kitchen. Sorry, I had a frog in my throat then. Did you hear that? So yes, into the kitchen again, as I say, very blue. I do use a lot of the blue, so I use the cottage living kitchen in here. Not a huge kitchen, not a huge house. It's a cottage, you know. Where's a cottage? So you get what you're given, but it's got everything that you would need. As always, it's all been player tested too, so your Sims should be able to get absolutely everywhere. And yeah, still a fun house to play in. You could make this into a family house. It is 2-bedroom, but you could extend it out. I have done like a parent's bedroom and also a teen bedroom as well. Didn't want to do a child bedroom this time, so I decided not to. Decided to do a teen bedroom instead. And yesterday we got that amazing trailer that came through. The Sims were all growing together. I'm very, very interested in that. The elders power walking in that trailer had me absolutely howling. I was sold at that point as soon as I saw that. But I'm still very excited. I'm very excited, a little bit apprehensive as I always get with the expansions, because sometimes, well, quite a few times I've been very disappointed with them. So hopefully this is going to be one that I really like. But yeah, anyway, into the living room. So living rooms, it was quite big. I was like, oh, I don't really want to use this whole space as a living room for a cottage. So I kind of separate the two areas off by use of the furniture placement. And then I put a little desk up against this window here. So it's still a big room, but it kind of feels a bit separate and a bit cozy with that little nook that I did with the sofas and the little wood burner and whatnot. I thought that came together rather nicely indeed. And you can see me using blue throughout all of this, mainly in furnishings, but also the floor. I went for that painted kind of blue floor that came with cats and dogs, and I just thought it really worked. Now, the entrance is right into the dining room. Right into the dining room, you got the staircase going up there. I don't think I've ever done a layout like this before, so I'm just playing around with it a little bit. I would have liked the dining room to be a little bit bigger, but because of the size of the house, it just didn't cater for it. I tried it a few places. Ignore that chair that I'm putting there, or that little bench. I kept looking at it and I was like, no, you don't belong here. So we ended up getting rid of it anyway. So there is a bathroom downstairs, but as always, as you know, I don't like furnishing bathrooms, so I didn't show you how I furnished it, but it is a full bathroom as well. There is one upstairs. You will see how I furnished this one. So this is the master, well, I hate saying master bedroom, it's horrible. The main bedroom. It took me a while to think of a color palette for this, even though we are just using blue. I decided to go a bit darker in here by use of some gray bits of furnishings, some darker blues, and I just thought it came together quite nice. I actually liked it in the end, but when I was doing it, it took me a while to just come together with something that I actually do like. But we did in the end, and I'm very much for it. And we actually put in an extra chimney on the side of the build so I could put in a wood burner into the main bedroom as well. And I just thought that it worked rather lovely. This is me putting up little trinkety bits onto these little units here. I actually detest most of the wardrobes in The Sims 4. I really do. I just think that's one thing that we're really lacking in. It's just some really basic, plain wardrobes, you know? Just some like solid looking oak wardrobes. We don't really have any of that, and I struggle. So anyway, this is the teen bedroom. I kind of kept it nice and gender neutral. I mean, anybody can move into here and be happy with this room. It's quite a tiny room, so I only put in a single bed, but I still think it's got everything in there that the team would need. And yeah, kind of like that. Cute little rug as well. Forget where that's from. I think it's from the high school pack. And this is the bathroom. So I used the same exact pieces and plumbing bits that are in the downstairs bedroom. And it came together really nicely. Yes, it did. Anyway, I'm going to leave you now, my darlings. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back on Tuesday. Goodbye.